Hello, and welcome to the Rattata Rundown. You're an audience. I'm a podcast person. This person who's about to speak right now.
I'm a podcast person that's next to you, and you know my name. You forgot my name. I bet you forgot.
Yeah, no, we both have names. Our names are Asher Jones, Stasi Pansis. That's it.
That's right.
You have names, but it's unimportant. We don't want you to know them, and we have no way of finding out unless you leave a review. You should leave a review, and then we know what your name is. We are part of the Rattata Rundown, a Pokemon podcast, the only Pokemon podcast, and we go gym by gym, badge to badge, playing through all the Pokemon games. Currently, we're in Gen 2, and we just beat the gym in Blackthorn City for the Rising badge, I want to say, which is a dumb as fuck name for a badge.
Don't know. Yeah, sounds dumb. Did you actually beat the gym? That's my first question.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. How?
And we'll get to that. Wewe'll get to that when we get to that portion of it.
Cliffhanger.
How you been, by the way, Stacey? What's up?
Been pretty good. I've got a haircut, as you can hear on the podcast, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can hear the haircut molecules being emitted through the air, and that's about it, really. I've just been cruising through life. Actually, it has been quite busy, but this leg was a pain in the big fat butt. How have you been, Asher?
I don't think the leg was that painful. It was long, but I don't think it was a painful leg.
I don't think it was as long, though, but I think it was pretty painful. Anyway,
there's a lot of
how are you?
lot of backtracking. For me, I'm all right. I'm feeling a little bit silly. I told you just before we started recording that I had a story that I wanted to tell you. So guess who doesn't have his AirPods anymore?
Not again.
Yeah, so I've lost them again.
Why?
But like,
You've
thanks to the
lost them
Find
again.
My iPhone thing, I know where they are. They're in a shopping center. I'm never getting them back. I'm never leaving them in the backstage of a theater. That's one thing. I could probably get them back. Shopping center? No way. They're gone.
Asher, by this point, just turf them. Just leave them. Leave them where they are. I think you're destined to not be with those AirPods. I think those AirPods have actually gone out of their way. They've got abandonment, trust issues. They've developed, these trust attachment issues. They want you, but they've accepted that, you know what, this owner's not for me. And they've plodded off to the shopping center like a father buying milk. They've plodded off, not coming back.
A more apt, I guess, analogy or similarity or like, I think a more apt description might be for them to be akin to the ring from Lord of the Rings, where it's a sentient object that's trying to get back to its master. And I was Bilbo Baggins, and instead of the ring abandoning Bilbo or abandoning Gollum, sorry, not Bilbo Baggins, Gollum, it abandons Gollum to go to Sauron, the AirPods abandoned me to go to Jack Burmeister.
Oh my God. He shall be named. I wasn't going to mention his name,
it's
but
right,
he
whatever,
shall.
Fine, we will say the name of this man because he's not going to listen to this podcast. It's literally just us two, and that's it, really. Maybe a few
you guys,
friends
but
and some randoms in France.
You could be
shout out to our French people, Jacques.
You could be Jacques Burmeister. Jacques Burmeister. It could be his French cousin.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Do you know what's going to happen, though? People are, if they do know it, they're going to look up the person's name. And anyway, let's stop saying Jack Burmeister's name and move the fuck on.
Free advertising for him. Why not?
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah. He does good sound design and he's a composer. And yeah, he's very talented. He holds on to AirPods for way too long, though, in my humble opinion. So last week, or actually let's not say last week because that's inaccurate. Last leg, we finished off at Price, the ice gym leader, after taking out the rocket hideout there, who were doing some experiments with the sound waves.
The electrodes that we had to actually murder in cold blood.
We had to murder them because we couldn't unplug them.
Yeah, it's a bit backwards, but to them it might not be. But I guess we go along from there. Rage Candy by tongue twister. Rage Candy bar guy.
There we go.
There we go. I got it.
You got that.
I think he had a sugar rush. After we beat Price, and he just went off buzzing. So we were able to progress on. Sugar rushed off, and then we tackled routes, whatever that route is. I don't know the routes in this game. It is my favorite generation, one of, and I should know, but was really felt unimportant that route. Ice Path was the real shit, in my opinion.
Because when we exit the gym, we get a call from Professor Elm saying that we got to check out the radio tower and listen to the radio.
You went into the gym?
From the seventh gym leader, from Price. So you leave the gym,
that's
and
right.
they tell me, like, hey, you got to listen to the radio. So you turn the radio on, and Team Rockets are like, yeah, we're doing some evil shit. It'd be sick if no one showed up to Goldenrod City. Hey, wouldn't that be sick? So I went to Goldenrod City. I didn't go to, I eventually did go to Ice Path, but I went straight to Goldenrod City.
Oh, you went straight there?
Yeah, because
okay,
the radio
was
like, you got to go to the radio tower.
Oh, I'm a 10-year-old. I'm not going to... That's not my obligation. You know, I'm 10-year-old Charlie. You know, I've got kids of my own. I've got other obligations and responsibilities to fulfill.
Like going to the ice bath?
Yeah, like go to the ice bath. Look, continue on with our journey. It's not my journey. It's mine and my kids' journey.
Of course.
So we were just like, you know what? We've already dealt with Team Rocket. Surely Lance or someone of higher authority or, you know, of higher power can deal with this pickle, I would describe it as, because in due time we were to deal with this inevitably, and we actually dealt with it. I dealt with it pretty well, a few Pokemon Center trips, but at the time I'm thinking, I'm just going to go on my merry way. Tackled the ice path, which was a pain in the fucking ass, but I enjoyed it.
Okay, because I knew you weren't a fan of the puzzles in the gym, and like Ice Path was like the gym puzzle on steroids. It was great. I loved it.
It was great. I got stuck on the first puzzle and I loved it. You know what I mean? I loved it. I couldn't figure out where to go. And same thing as the gym. I just pressed buttons on my totally legitimate emulator, and then I inevitably found my way past the first puzzle. But I thought to myself, "Fuck! It's only the first puzzle." Cameron's just looking on to Asher, rummaging through his clothes. Go on.
Getting my socks. Go on.
Getting his socks. Yep. And I saw a lot of items on the ground, and I actually was able to figure out alternative solutions to these puzzles to gain access to these items. However, my bag was full. But I love this generation because it tells you what item it is. So for me, I'm like, okay, none of these items seem worth it, and I can always go back if need be, but I can buy half of these items anyway. So I was like, we're laughing, but I actually got through it in the end. No trainers. I was really surprised at no trainers in that ice path. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I want to take the opportunity to talk about, when it came to Ice Path, the Pokemon of my favorite Pokemon, probably in this generation, I encountered on Ice Path, Delibird. Absolutely adore this Pokemon. Yeah.
Ooh, would you smash?
So good.
Let's just cut to chase, Asher. Would you smash the fuck out of it? Would you smash it?
Fornicate with Delibird.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't.
Would you?
I would not.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Just wanted to know.
I don't think I would.
All good.
I think
Keep
it's
going.
cute. I think it looks nice. So would you?
I would. I mean, what? Keep going.
Yeah, so would you? I mean,
No,
what do you find?
Okay. Well, I was just kidding. I just wanted to stir the pot a bit. You know, Thanksgiving comes around. There's a turkey in the form of a Delibird.
No.
And
If the turkey, if any Pokemon was a turkey, it wouldn't be Delibird. It's also in Gen 2 as well. Be Ho-Oh. Ho-Ho's the turkey Pokemon.
All right, smash or pass, Ho-Oh.
100% smash.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Thick around the edges. We call it a bunda. It's got a bit of a bunda.
What's around the edges?
It's a bit, a bit curvy on the edges. If you catch my drift,
its tail. That's the big thing. It's got like a massive fucking tail,
and
it's just something to grab onto. And like when you get involved, it's like you want it. A Pokemon yelling Delibird as you do your thing to it, not that sexy. A Pokemon yelling, ho, oh, oh, ho, oh.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm into
You
that.
make
I'm
a
into
good
that.
point. You make a good point.
It's all to
We
do with
wouldn't
what
yell
it's
Delibird.
saying.
You would just yell, brr, brr, brr.
No, I'm pretty sure they
I
say
reckon.
Delibird, don't they?
Deli. Probably wouldn't be able to finish it though, because
Yeah, so just say deli, deli, and
you'd
then all I'd be
finish.
thinking about would be the delicatessen. I'd be like, oh man, I could really do with some Twiggy sticks,
sausages. Hey,
some olives.
sausages. Hey, you're giving the deli a deli, if you know what I mean. You're providing the meat,
the delivery.
the stuffing. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, this was a weird tangent to go on. So I appreciate.
Anyway,
that,
interesting
Stacey.
encounter.
I just wanted to say
never-
that I thought Delibird was really cute, and you had to take it into this direction where we're talking about the sounds Pokemon make when you get busy with
And
them.
welcome to the Rattata Rundown, where anything can happen. For our
yeah, I
first avid listeners, that's the thing. I never encountered a Delibird, and did you end up catching it? Did you end up
No,
catching
it's not a Rattata. Why would I catch it?
for shits and giggles?
No, I'm not allowed to. Joey only catches Rattatas and only trains Rattatas and only has Rattatas on his team. Well,
Would you like to
Pokemon that are
anal-
named Rattatas.
Yep, there you go. There it is.
Yeah. Because there were
Yeah,
some
yeah,
things we
yeah.
had to do with this episode, this leg
Oh,
that required
and I-
HMs that Rattata can't learn. So
Yeah, that's probably a given. Especially at gym 8, leg 8, you get to that point, don't you?
Yeah, you're
where
like,
you can't just plod along with one Pokemon or one species. But yeah, so you tackled Team Rocket first, obviously, right? And
I just went straight
tackled
down
it
to Goldenrod
after
City.
Ice Path.
right.
Yeah, so I got to Blackthorn City, and then my what do you call it? My senses were tingling. I have what you call selective heroism, right? Now, Professor Elm, you claim Professor Elm called Charlie and Joey.
Yes.
after the
Joey
seventh
received a
gym.
call. Yeah.
Now, Charlie probably received the same call. However, Charlie probably skipped through it because he thought, no, I don't care.
Right.
But then Charlie had this sensing tingleism, this tinglingism. New word. I'm making it up because my brain.
Right. It works. He has this sensing
got a
tingleism.
haircut.
Sure.
Sensing tingleism. And he grabbed his Kenya, the Spearow that he traded ages ago, burrowing.
Yeah, I think this one is
caught
still trying
Kenya.
to. It's still trying to learn deliver a parcel, right? Has it delivered the
this
parcel
is
yet?
this is the parcel delivery one. This is no. It's far from it. It's probably
You just
the parcel's
stolen
probably
it.
lost in Ozpost or something. Anyway, Kenya's got a new responsibility. Bit of fly, you know what I mean? Talk about a turkey stuffing me on it. Actually, much
Can
like
you
before. And
elaborate on that?
I was on the Kenya, and it flew me seamlessly somehow to Goldenrod City, where it was populated by men in black and women in black.
Yeah, it was. The whole population grew, and the whole demographic was Team Rockets. It's crazy.
Except for the department store where business was thriving as usual. Just
Until you
nothing
go
seemed to be
underneath. Unless you
going
go
wrong.
underneath.
Yeah, but I entered from above. I ascended. And I came in. I was in the middle of crisis mode. I'm trying to sort this out. You know what I mean? I'm like, leave it with me. I'll go in. Everyone's shopping. Everyone's going about their business. I don't even think they're aware. They're that addicted to their shopping, habits.
Here's
that they're
my
not aware.
thing here. I think the
I would
reason
love to
why
hear
a
your
lot of
thing
people
here.
are not aware is because it's on the fucking radio, and who listens to the radio anymore? Everyone's probably just listening to the MP3s or the Spotifys or the Apple
You got
Musics or the
Spotify,
YouTube
yeah.
Premiums. Who's listening to the radio? Like three
Exactly.
people.
They might.
No one
they're-
knows. Giovanni is probably listening to Spotify and has no idea that Team Rocket's on the radio because who listens to the radio anymore?
Listening to? Do you know what Giovanni's listening to? He's listening to season 1, probably episode fucking 5 or 6, where we talk about him.
Of
Of the
there you
Rattata
go.
Rundown. He's trying to decipher who's who, who's on whose side. He's trying to be like, I am a good father, and I agree with Stacey. And then you're like, no, he's not. And then like he's listening to it, he's analyzing it. That's why he's so busy not being with Team Rocket right now as we're sorting it out.
Yeah, that definitely could be it.
I know. And
Yeah,
if
he's
you
not
are
listening
listening
to
to
the radio.
Giovanni, well, he's listening right now, I bet. Like when this episode comes out, you'll be listening. So shout out to you. I just want to shout you out, and I praise your fatherly acts. Yet again, I just really.
Well, this means a lot more
admire.
coming from an actual daddy daycare person who actually does daddying
Yeah,
for a living.
well, maybe I'd hire him. Or maybe I'd hire him to be the third or fourth father that partakes in this job that the business that I'm trying to create. Anyway, whatever. Shopaholics, very unaware of the situation. Very weird over there. I don't know. How did you go dealing with this crisis? I mean, obviously it wasn't. It was on your to-do list, so you would have dealt with it differently.
Yeah, so I went in there and I took my retarders out. I threw my retarders at a couple of these Team Rocket people. And it's not just some grunts. Boy, they got some executives around here. Like, I like that they've got this whole little hierarchy system here. And it's kind of, I want to say it's a little bit sad. Like, I feel kind of bad for them because the whole plan's kind of pathetic that they're just trying to get this man's attention. I don't think he's coming back. And yet again, as I mentioned before, it's on radio. Giovanni's not listening. It's just these sad, poor attempts. I felt really bad for this organization. They're just not as menacing as they were in the last game.
Do they not have his number, or can't they just give him a buzz? Do you know what I mean? Like, just give him a buzz. Yo,
I don't know,
boss. You know, we've done a madness.
He probably had to throw the phone out because the FBI could
like a
get
burner
onto
phone.
signal.
Oh, yeah, like a burner phone.
Phones only.
Damn, what? Can't they do Morse code or send a raven, bit of a.
But they don't know where he is, so I guess that's why they're doing the radio.
I see the problem. I can't get in contact with him because I have Kenya, who's meant to deliver that parcel.
Yeah, the parcel is actually meant for Giovanni, and you never actually let it go.
Random guy. He's like, can you deliver this to this guy? Alias was low-key Giovanni. My fault, guys. My bad. I apologize.
Hey, you saved the world, probably. You taking Kenya saved everything, because otherwise Giovanni would be right back at it.
Kenya, yeah.
Unless he's dead. That is also a possibility. He just killed him in red and blue.
Killed him?
Yeah, he could be dead.
What?
There's Pokemon. There's fucking Charizard.
Fuck. Oh, like a hyper beam or a blast burn.
Yeah, well, we saw Lance do that last episode.
But that guy was he toughed it out a bit, that guy, didn't he?
Yeah, Giovanni's an old man. Yeah.
Yeah, what would you say? Mid-50s or early 60s?
Giovanni?
Yeah.
80s.
Get out of here.
I'm going with the 80s, yeah.
He's still on 2 feet, though. He can walk.
Man looks after himself. Man has money.
Man has money.
He's on that vampire diet. He's on that vampire diet, yeah. Siphoning blood from his younger children. It's true. From the rocket executives.
Well, he's not a human, you're suggesting. He's a...
No, I think he is a human. It's just that he's using younger blood to make himself more healthy. So he's siphoning it from younger people. And
he's utilizing technology to achieve this, or?
Yeah, just normal IV drips and shit.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you reckon he's very busy with that?
He's doing that, and he's also eating slowpoke tails, which is good for his health. It's all adding up, man. It's all adding up. All these slowpoke tails and the radio frequencies to make Pokemon evolve. That's for Giovanni.
Interrupting maybe he's sitting there waiting for this parcel as well. Maybe he's expecting something.
Yeah, and you can't.
Maybe he is expecting to hear back success. He's given his team the mission. He's like, if you are really my team, you will succeed. Never got Kenya to deliver that message to him, and therefore he's under the impression that they've gotten nowhere. So who knows? We're just theorizing at this point. And to be honest, Charlie and Joey just kind of didn't want a bar of that. They just wanted to suppress it. You know what I mean? Kill it. Put it to bed.
Yeah, which we did do. I think after we dealt with this whole situation with the Team Rockets in the tower, in the underneath the underneath the fucking supermarket. They were everywhere. They were
More,
everywhere,
they were
Stacey.
everywhere.
After we at least annihilated them from Goldenrod City, hopefully they're gone for good. I think that's it. I think that's the last of the rockets. We dealt with them quite
I
cleanly.
thought it was just I thought it was just the building, and then we end up finding the director supposedly. Well, we thought it was, and then he's like, "Nah, I'm just like what an effort, by the way, to put on a costume to be like, nah, full of 10-year-old who was not even meant to be there. You know what I mean? Or maybe it was meant to be. Who knows at this point? I feel like I wasn't. You feel like you were meant to be there. Either way,
you were
this
told,
guy-
but
I was told, but I ignored it. I'm like, it's not my problem, you know? Anyway, like, very, very, very good effort. However, still not enough. Then I get this key. You get this key. And then we traverse out of Goldenrod City. I go past the nickname raider, by the way, and rename Crispin to Crispin with an I because I Googled it wrong. I nicknamed it Crispin, but how I thought Crispin was spelt. Turns out I looked it up, and Crispin was not spelt Crispin. It was spelt Crispin. So for 7 legs, I had been running around with a Crispin spelt wrong. So
well, I'm glad that you rectified that, and it's good that we went back to Goldenrod City just so you could do that.
Just so I could do that. Yeah, what a coincidence. And then traversed underground. More rocket grunts, by the way, who they're like, and then your rival comes up your ass too.
Oh man, the rival!
What the fuck was that?
Lord,
what was up with that? I'm just thinking, like, how did he know we were going there? We got the key. We found out we had to go there. What was he? Was he stalking us the whole time or something?
100%. This guy's been stalking us this entire game.
What's his problem, man? I'm just trying to get on with my life.
Well, his problem is that he's not kind to his Pokemon. And like, I think he comes sort of to a slight
And that's my problem
realization. He comes to a slight realization that, maybe I keep losing because I'm not good to my Pokemon. I'm not a nice person. He's like, nah, fuck this. He storms off.
Self-denial. He's in denial. Let him do his thing. He's got his own insecurities and issues that he's projecting onto us, and we're fighting the bigger problems here. You know, who's the bigger person? You know, think about it.
Well,
One's running a business as well, a daycare business,
right? Okay.
And tackling an evil organization. It's like the rival company.
Well, I feel like looking after your inner demons, that's like a big thing. I mean, like if this guy just goes to therapy, maybe things are going to be a-okay.
It's true. Mental health is a very big deal. So if you are dealing with that, speak out.
Look after your inner health, and I think that's what he should be doing. But I don't think he's doing a particularly good job of that. He's trying to tackle it by himself.
No, of course. Yeah.
I also feel like maybe PETA should get involved and like maybe take these Pokemon off him. There's got to be some sort of organization in this universe where people are like, hey, you're abusing these animals. That's not on. We're going to blacklist you from buying Pokeballs.
Isn't there police in this game?
Yeah, well, we never see them fucking do anything. In this game, but
they just they accuse you at night of stealing when you're just walking on by.
They're doing those little patrols.
That's the most deal.
Don't you think that there should be some sort of PETA? Do they have those in later games?
They do.
Do they ever bring that up?
No, they don't foreshadow it at all. It's almost like they just made it up when that generation came. It's in Gen 7. It's called the Ether Foundation.
Gen 7?
I think. Gen 7. So we've got to work all your way all up to there if you want.
Damn. All right. Yep. Well, either way, I think it should be like now. It's an issue, especially with this rival guy, Gary P. I forget what the name of your rival was.
What was it? Oh no, I've forgotten.
It's all right.
No, it was the other character from Daddy Daycare. The other father.
Yeah.
That
Eddie
guy.
Murphy.
That guy. It's been Eddie Murphy. Jeff Garland. Jeff Garland's character.
Right.
So
we finish what's happening in Goldenrod City, and then I finally take Ice Path, where we go through the ice slidey puzzle, and I come across Delibird and a shit ton of Zubats. And then we get to Blackthorn City, where you left us off as well. Blackthorn City, pretty fucking sweet little town. I could live here. It looks really nice. Nice little village.
It's nice and quiet. No grass.
Little legs, little little cave entrance. So cool.
Bit of grass. It's mainly like sandy. It's weird because like usually it goes grass, sand, water, but in here it goes grass. It goes sand, grass, water.
Yeah.
Why? Weird.
No, it's
I
not.
vibe with it. I like
don't
it.
think it's weird. I don't think it's weird because it's not a beach, so it doesn't need to be sand into water.
It's like a lakefront.
Yeah,
almost.
it's a lake. So like obviously all the land next to the lake is going to be fertilized, so you can grow some stuff, and then the stuff further away from the water is going to have less.
Well,
Yeah.
tell me you're playing Animal Crossing without telling me you're playing Animal Crossing. Am I right?
I think that's more Stardew Valley than Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that's more farming. Animal Crossing farming is just like, planted a fucking pumpkin next to a mountain and I never watered it. Oh, here's some pumpkins and I'm going to come back 2 days later and there'll be more pumpkins. And, oh, someone dropped a wallet. Better give that back to them. Oh, you're going to give me some turnips? I'm going to sell that for $700,000. Thank you very much. I'll pay off my mortgage. Animal Crossing's weird.
That's good.
I love it.
like
I love
that
it.
system.
I love Animal Crossing.
I love that system. I did just not to backtrack too much, but I did in Ice Path. I did catch a
Backtracking
a
and gold and silver? No. Never backtracking gold and silver.
Well, I mean, before landing in Blackthorn, landing? Before entering Blackthorn, I did encounter a swinub who I thought, wow, that would be great for the gym that I'm supposedly not knowing about. Even though I do because I played the game
for
before.
the ice type moves, yeah.
For the yeah, of course. So I caught a swinub and nicknamed it Jamie because that's one of the girls in Daddy Daycare with the full intention, Asher, of training it up. So I wanted to train it up. All right. Long story short, I forgot about it. I forgot about her. Forgot I had her. Beat the gym. I'm like, oh fuck. Could have made it easier on myself. Whoops. Anyway, doesn't matter. And then there's another edition. Well, I don't know if I want it on my team or not because I feel like it's too late to train it up. But I did also catch a Dratini, who I thought was rare, but then I encountered like 4 in a row. So anyway.
Oops.
All good.
Not that
Leah,
rare. Not that rare.
I
forgot to mention. So when we finish taking out Team Rocket, we actually get. At least I got a silver wing. Did you get?
Yeah. I got a rainbow wing. I got the rainbow.
What the fuck?
Wing.
You get a rainbow wing. Why not a gold wing? Why do I get a silver wing?
Because it's Lugia's
rainbow
color.
No, but it's Lugia's game. Ho-Ho's game is gold.
Ho-Oh makes a rainbow.
Yeah,
that's
fucking.
Why it gets rainbow
Lugia makes like a wave. It should be a blue wing then.
Plus, Ho-Oh's not gold.
And Lugia's not silver either.
It's rainbow.
Lugia's like blue and grey.
Yeah. It's like a white.
It's silver. It's silver version and gold version. You should get a fucking gold wing. This is bullshit that you get a rainbow wing and making it more special than it's stupid. Anyway, so you get a rainbow wing. What do we do with these wings? I couldn't figure out.
It's a key item. So like now you can go and catch Lugia, or I can go and catch Ho-Oh now. So if you go
but where do you get them?
If you go to the islands between Chamwood and Olivine, that little cave with the whirlpools, the tiny, wimpy, tiny fucking little whirlpools, and go in those caves, you can navigate your way in, and the silver wing will like do this thing where it goes, oh my god, I'm reacting because my reacting tingling senses are vibing. And then
like your hero
right
tingling in Blackthorn
my
City
heroism. Yeah, like that. My rainbow wing will do the same thing. Like, oh my god, I'm tingling because there's like a rainbow bird fucking nearby that you can smash because it's really thick at the back. But I'm not gonna catch it because it's not part of the theme. But it's nice to know. Do you know what I mean? Unless you catch Lugia and name it Rattata.
No, I'm not because it's not a Rattata. Why would I catch Lugia?
I won't tell, Asher. And the viewers at home won't tell. Okay, you'll know.
Yeah. No, I'll know that I've cheated and I wouldn't do that. How did you find Clair? Claire's weird gym? Because I walked in there and boy was it intense.
Weird gym.
Just lava. Just flat out just has lava in their gym.
Fuck just
what the hell?
Lava.
She's mental.
I noticed the lava.
Mental.
I felt the lava as well. You know what I mean? I felt it. And it was a bit hot. Just gonna put it
just a touch, just a touch hot. Yeah.
It's like you have to fan yourself. And then the rocks falling down, and then you falling down. the thought of me falling through that gap and I'm landing 1 centimeter away from the lava on the ground. What's Mum gonna think at home if she finds out that I'm falling almost into lava?
She's probably going to be thinking, hey, my son is
worrying.
no longer going to be giving me money every time he wins a battle. Do you still send money to your mum? Or did you turn that off?
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off. So I just
Yeah,
leave
neither
it
do
on.
I. I'm going to assume that your mum is going to be thinking about her income. Nothing to do with the safety of her child.
I call it reverse inheritance. If you ask me, it's she's just reaping the benefits of what I.
Well, that's
go
what
out and
children
do.
need to be doing for their parents anyway. It's an investment. You're paying off in dividends.
Dividends in training and other people's money is dividends. I
Yeah,
don't even
you're
have a
paying
job.
back.
Never worked a day in my life, but
You gave her.
somehow I'm
I mean,
getting
she
by.
gave you life, and now you're paying dividends with every win that you got, with the life that she
Absolutely.
gave you. Yeah,
You're winning life.
you were the initial investment, a little embryo.
That was wow. Wow. That's. I don't know if that's meant to be an analogy or not, but that's how I took it.
No,
And
no, I think it's not an analogy. I think it's just true.
it's
She
very
invested
true.
9 months into a term deposit fund in her womb, and now you're paying dividends through
You just wait.
Pokemon battles.
Every month you go online, you check it as well. How's my baby progressing? And now she's reaping. She's living the dream. So it would suck if I fell into some lava and that kind of ended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make a complaint to the gym leader department.
Stocks
I don't
and
know if
children
there's
would crash. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Unless she's
Someone's
like, I don't know, she's shorting your life and she's expecting the money to go down. She's betting against it. She could do, I guess the way to short that investment
God,
would to take out an insurance policy on your child.
That sounds so dark and corrupt, and I love it.
No, well, I mean, like if you're in a high, and I would say being a Pokemon trainer would be a high risk job. Getting some sort of life insurance or total permanent disability or income protection would be pretty good. By the way, this is all general advice. Please do take into account your own personal needs and circumstances. Any advice on this podcast is of a general nature only, and you should seek your own financial advice. Anyway,
I love that because some people are going to be like,
just in case, you never know.
Just in case.
Take into account your own little situation. Yeah, yeah.
I think the gym puzzle itself was worked out quick enough. By quick enough, I mean a standard amount of time. Severely underleveled going into it.
I was not. I knew that. I checked the level, and I'm sorry that I did not share it with you, but I checked the level being level 40. And yeah, I
with 4.
rocked up.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Rocked up with a full team of level 40 retarders. And yeah, we did all right because we prepared in Goldenrod City by getting a TM from the game
Which was?
corner.
Oh.
Which involved us playing fucking these games for way too long. And yeah, it was Blizzard. Which Rattata can learn for some fucking weird reason, but like, hey, I'll take it.
How did you learn that Rattata can learn Blizzard? Blizzard, sorry, I'm just
Blizzard.
Like Blizzard, yeah. How did you find out that Rattata can learn Blizzard?
Because after like 13 attempts, I had to be like, all right, there's got to be a way of winning this. So I looked online. I was like, what can Rattata actually learn? I checked the TM moveset and Blizzard was there. I was like, okay, we're going to go get Blizzard then.
Did you question it? Were you like, how?
Well, yeah, that was my first thought. It's like, okay, so Rattata can learn Icy Wind, which is the TM that you get from Price, which I gave to a different Rattata. And then Blizzard. It's like, okay, why are they learning these? Can't learn Cut. But it can learn fucking Blizzard.
It's a head scratcher, isn't it?
It's
really, it's a bit of a how. It's a bit of a like it is what it is moment. You're like, okay. If it helps me,
it's
it helps
not
me,
is a way.
but...
The last thing I would have said is, "Oh, it is what it is." I was like, I am fuming. I am angry at this game. I hope that they fix
you got by.
the move pools for Rattata next generation. I would be a-okay with this if Rattata could learn fucking Cut. But the fact that it can't learn Cut, but it can learn Blizzard, it baffles me.
It doesn't.
It makes
I
me
don't want to rub it
upset.
in, but Rattata does have claws.
Yeah, and like big fuck off teeth.
You know.
It should be able to gnaw through
At
trees
least
and shit.
eat a tree,
Yeah.
bite a tree, but should be able to work as an agent.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
I know.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
I spoke to Claire and very arrogant. I'm just thinking like she's like, oh my god, I deal with the Pokemon League on a daily. Like she's like, you're
Yeah,
nothing.
she's the 8th gym leader. She's got reason to be.
She's
all
the
uppity.
one out of all the 8 ones. She's the one that fucks with them. You know what I mean. She vibes. She vibes with the Elite Four, especially Lance. You know, they're both dragon.
I reckon she's a Lance
trainers.
stan. I reckon she wants to be.
I reckon
Lance.
they do a bit more than standing. If you catch my drift, I'm talking about the man and the Delibird situation.
Nah, I reckon she'd love that. I reckon she does like fan fiction about Lance and stuff like that. I reckon Lance has no idea who she is.
That they know each other. They know,
don't
they'd
think
have
so.
to know. They're part of a similar organization. They'd have to know each other. Come on, they know each other. They know of each other at least. Then,
She knows of Lance. I don't think Lance has any idea who she is.
but they both know me, and I haven't even beaten the champion yet. I am more famous already.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, nah. They vibe
Yeah,
with
you
each
took
other.
out Team Rocket, and you've been hanging out with Lance, so of course he knows you.
Tell you what, Thanksgiving comes around, someone's giving the stuffing to someone, you know what I mean? Anyway, it is what it is, all right? But the battle itself, I mean, was quite a task. I didn't think I'd one-shot it, but I did. I first tried it.
Oh, shit.
Fucking how. I first tried it, and I was so under leveled it hurt.
What were your levels?
So I had Arthur the Haunter, 34.
My God,
Becca
was that your highest?
No, Becca the Weeping Bell, 34. Then I had Crispin the Graveler, 36. And I had Tony the Quilava, 36. Who I had to say, hey, please don't evolve. I almost let it evolve because I forgot about my theme for an accident. For those that are listening for the first time, my theme is I am a father who takes care of these kids under my wing as a business. I'm a daddy daycare. It's a daycare. Anyway, they are not allowed to grow up because.
So you
otherwise-
accidentally let one of them evolve?
I almost accidentally
Oh,
let one of
okay.
them evolve. He was about to do his thing, and I'm like, shit. And I missed the B button, then I pressed it again. It was a whole thing. But, yeah, so Quilava stayed Quilava. I trained tooth and nail to get both of them to 36 as it was. And, like, I was really like, the motivation to want to sit there and just train them up and up and up. I'm thinking, surely it's possible, you know. I had two Pokemon.
You managed to do it.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, look, I managed. And the reason why I decided not to pursue training them up high levels was because I already had strategies like Confuse Ray, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, those kinds of strategies. And Curse was my saving grace, actually. Dealt with the 3 Dragonairs. Curse on a ghost type cuts your HP in half, but it sets a curse on them, so it gets rid of a quarter of their HP. That
Quarter's
coupled with-
huge. A quarter's huge.
Quarter is huge, and not only that, right? I started with a hypnosis, and it landed like pretty accurately. And that hypnosis is only 60%, so I hypnosis then curse. So I cut my HP in half. They're sleeping. I restore my HP. They die. Then the next one comes out. Curse. Hypnosis, curse, restore, die. I missed my hypnosis on the 3rd Dragonair, and then Haunter died. So I brought out Becca to stall, and I put it to sleep. And then he woke up straight away, knocked out my Becca with Hyper Beam. This is Kingdra now. Hyper Beam. So I'm like, bonus turn. And long story short, that kind of helped me because I was able to revive. I stocked up for that gym, man.
Oh, did you bring in a whole bunch of items?
Yeah, revives, freaking hyper potions. I wanted the whole menu. I looked at the menu. I said, give me that. So they gave me everything. And everything worked. Everything helped. And I miraculously beat Kingdra, who had Hyper Beam, on my last Pokemon, which was Arthur. Round of applause for Arthur. Thank you very much, Arthur. Yes. Very, actually fucking help me. Oh my god, the Elite Four is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anyway,
no shit.
that was yep. That was my little journey. Now it's time for the main event, Asher. How did it go?
Well, so for the first
13
like 13, 12 attempts, it was just like I wasn't doing fucking anything. These Dragonairs are so fast and they just hit really fucking hard. So that's when I was like, all right, I need to be able to take them out with at least 2 hits. Because these level 40 retarders weren't cutting it.
Damn.
So we went to Game Corner, we got Blizzard. I realized that I had Icy Wind in my bag, so that was cool. So I taught that to Basil. I taught Blizzard to Basil, and then to
Basil.
I think it was Pinky. I taught Icy Wind. So our strat essentially was send in who's it, Stuart with Mud Slap, get the accuracy down, swap out, hope they fucking miss. Get the Blizzard in. Hope Blizzard actually hits because the accuracy is like 70 out of 100.
It's atrocious.
It often doesn't. So I took a couple of attempts to get past the first dragon there. And just repeat for the first 3. And then you get to the ugly fuck. You get to fucking Kingdra. And this is the issue with Kingdra, apart from the fact that it just looks like an anorexic Seadra. That's not an evolution. That's a devolution. I'm sorry, Kingdra, like, what the... It's Seadra is so much cooler. Kingdra, like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? And that's your trump card? You choose the fucking seahorse? Like, oh, this is my trump card. Here's my final Pokemon. It's fucking anorexic seahorse, malnutritioned little dragon. What?
It's a water dragon type. So
that's what I was going to get to. Blizzard did fuck all. And we had to go back to the drawing board and figure out what to do. It turns out after, and I kid you fucking not, 35 attempts. We just needed to do the old mud slap and hope they fucking miss.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that was the strat. So we get the accuracy down on Kingdra low enough, and then we just Blizzard and Hyper Fang and Super Fang and...
You do a Super Fang first, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We do the Mud Slap first, and then we do the Super Fang after the Mud Slap.
The Super Fang.
The accuracy needs to go down first because it's just Mud Slap needs to happen first, and then you do the Super Fang. Yeah.
That's a classic, the Mud Slap.
Yeah, Mud Slap. First TM that we get from fucking Faulkner, Gym 1, has been the MVP TM this entire run. And it probably will be moving into the Elite Four. Yeah.
The MVP TM. You are not going to have a good time with the Elite Four.
I'm not going to have it. I don't know. I don't know if I can. That's 4 trainers, elite trainers, in a row. I don't have any money left. I can't buy more items. I keep blacking out and losing half my money, Stacey. So, like, I don't have much money left. So it's not like I can stock up on revives and shit. With what money? So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Is there going to be an episode 9, if that's the case?
I don't... Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Who the fuck knows at this point?
We'll see if episode 9... If 9 does happen, it might not be next week.
Ever since, I think, I want to say like episode 3 onwards, when you had to deal with fucking Morty.
Yeah, it's all been like fucking downhill since Morty.
Like double-digit attempts.
Actually, no. Apart from Jasmine. Olivine, somehow we got through that in 1 attempt. We got really lucky with Olivine, yeah.
That's just a fluky
because Iron Tail has such low accuracy. So adding Mud Slap on top of the low accuracy Iron Tail made it really
bit of overkill using an Iron Tail on a tiny little rat. The tail's bigger than the Pokemon itself. Anyway,
it was painful.
Oh my god, yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing.
Just one final thing at the end of it all.
Yeah, that's
after finding out that I'd beaten,
we don't even get the fucking badge.
Yeah, but I want to say after I got the badge and I went back to the Pokemon Center, Liz hit me up one final time.
The Riz.
Liz with the Riz. I just want to that's how it capped off. I'm like, you know what? That's the cream of the crop. this business ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? That's a bar. Put it in a book. Put it on an EP. But what was I going with this?
I don't know.
Anyway,
You know what I would have done
Rizzler.
instead? Do you know what I would have said instead?
What?
That's a bar. Put that next to you in the shower and wipe yourself clean. I would have gone that
Oh
instead
my
of put that in a
God,
book.
no.
Put that in a book? Fucking
Damn, put it in a book.
nah.
People
Put
write
it next to you in the
notes, I don't know.
shower. Come on, man. Rub it on
People
the
write
little,
notes.
little scrunchy thingy. You know, the squishy. What
I
do you call
just-
those squishy things that you put in the shower and they like turn like a little bit of soap into like 1,000 million bubbles?
Scrub Daddy? Was it Scrub Daddy?
Fuck yeah, sure. A scrub daddy. Yeah.
Scrub Daddy. You
Scrub
put a
daddy.
Scrub Daddy. Yeah, it's a real product. You don't believe me? Scrub Daddy. No,
Floofer. I think it's a floofer. I think it's called a floofer.
the fuck's
But
a floofer?
before you get the call from Liz with her Riz,
Yes.
Claire does throw a tantrum, and unlike Whitney, she actually just leaves the entire gym. She just refuses.
Wait, did Claire walk off? Or did
Sorry,
we
no,
walk out first?
no. We had to leave the entire gym to fix this situation. We need to get a bloody dragon tooth or something from the dragon's
Dragon
den. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. What I found interesting was she's like, bring it back to the gym, right? I'm like, okay. And so it was actually pretty easy to get the dragon.
It was
fang.
really
I surfed
anticlimactic. It was
down.
just like walk in there, grab the
Really?
dragon fang, walk back out. You're like, what was
The
this
most-
going to be?
So the most climactic thing was running into what's it called, Dratini, and I'm like, oh fuck, because I think in Heart Gold and Soul Silver it's rare, like the odds are rare.
Well, they were
So I'm like,
super
oh my
rare in red and
God,
blue. I'm not sure about Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but
yeah, I don't know.
the previous game that
Heart
we just
Gold and
played,
Soul-
Dratini
yeah.
were huge.
I'm like, oh my God, a Dratini. I actually got excited. So I'm like, okay, fuck, I've got to catch this. And no matter what. So I caught it. And I actually spent a good 20 minutes being like, fuck, I've run out of kids' nicknames. What could I do? So I hit up my best friend, ChatGPT, and it suggests this name called Leah.
Yeah.
I'm
Is
thinking,
Leah
who the
in
fuck is
there, or
Leah?
did ChatGPT just make it up?
ChatGPT's like, use the nickname Leah. Leah's like got a spontaneous personality. Like give it a whole character as well. Like describing it. So I'm thinking, okay, it must be legit. I'm like, can you provide a link with a source that proves this? He goes, here's the IMDb link towards it, and it gives me the legitimate link. But I'm going through the names. Leah's not there.
It just made it up.
I'm like, you just made up
typical
this whole
ChatGPT.
character. Anyway,
I
so
love
I go,
that. That's so
this
funny.
is a lie. And so I ended up
Should have called her liar.
liar about Leah. I can't remember what name I gave it because I'm not going to use it. But then I ran into another Dratini, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
like
not that
was
rare.
half an hour. Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, I want to get to that building in the middle, but how do I go about getting there? So I go around. I'm like, oh, there's an item, Dragon Fang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
Let's
just
take
leave
it back at
immediately.
least. Yeah, let's take it back at least. Guess who's up my ass? Guess who's up our asses? Fucking Claire.
Claire.
Firstly, I was prepared to bring it to you, and here's the item that you requested. I went out of my way because you wanted me to prove it to you. She's very impatient little fuck. So she's like, fine, you can do it, but you better beat the Pokemon League, otherwise I'm gonna be angry. I think she threatened us with that.
I'm going to disappoint her, 100%. We'll see.
no.
We'll see next step. Anything to close
see
off,
next step.
Stacey? Any pieces of wisdom that you shared, you wish to drop on
I
our
just
gym
want
rats?
to address. We will do a Pokemon showdown at some point. We were meant to do one.
We will get round to doing
episodes
another
in. We'll
a
do
second
it.
showdown. Yeah, we'll get round to it.
We'll do it.
We'll get
We'll
round to
do it. I'm sure we will. But,
For me, I've been putting it off because I know I'm going to lose. It's just like, okay, a whole bunch of retardeds. Like, what's the point?
I'm like afraid to like, hey Asher, we gotta do it, please. But no, I think I'm enjoying it so far, a little bit.
I've been loving these.
Can't
These are
evolve
great.
the
It's just yeah, no, nothing. It's just been really fucking difficult. But I've been enjoying it. It's just the moment I get to the gym battles or to any battle that isn't like your random trainer, I struggle a
Yeah.
lot. But apart from that, I've been having a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah, No, fun as well. Do you want to do a quick team time before we end off?
Well, yeah,
mean, not
it
that-
essentially was for me the team that I brought into the gym was Basil, Stuart, Pinky, and Jerry, all level 40, all retarders.
Are they? How new are these retarders to your team? Are they newish retarders?
Pinky was last. I got at the last leg, and Basil, I think I got the leg before that, and Stuart and Jerry have been with us since leg 1. Well, they're not
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
Stuart because Stuart and Jerry from leg 1 were on another game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
These are
R.I.P. that.
Stuart and Jerry version 2.
Version 2, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and train up that Jamie, the swine nub that I caught. I don't want to
Oh, yeah.
forget about her.
Yeah, that
get
you
a pillar
can't
swine.
evolve. Is Swinub going to be any good as just a Swinub? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's no Mamoswine.
There's no Mamoswine, so you can't
I
evolve
caught
it,
it
man.
with the full impression I'm getting the second stage evolution.
Nah, mate, it's staying
Okay,
as a Swinub.
no, fuck it. Fuck it. Staying in the PC. That's where it's staying.
No,
Like, I don't
commit to Jamie. Come on, you got to have some
You
sort of trash
reckon?
in your team. Yeah, get Swinub in there. Take your retarder out because I'm the one with the retarders. Put the Swinub in.
I'm actually happy to rock a 5-man team because this game is so heavily reliant on HMs, to the point where I'm just carrying my Gwyneth. I've got my
True.
Gwyneth the Krabby, and it's just part of the family at this point. Not leveling up, but like you're there, like you're witnessing everything that's happening. And you know what? I'm gonna put your name in the Hall of Fame because you've helped me get there.
Yeah,
you know
true,
what I mean?
true.
Like,
Like it's been there for
you've
the entire
contributed.
thing. May as well be there at the end.
You've contributed, but through other means. And you know what? Krabby, strength, whirlpool, surf. Can't learn waterfall though, which is doing my head in. So now I need to catch another water type. But so I've got Gwyneth, level 15. We'll stay forever, level 15. I've got my Arthur, level 34, which is a Haunter. Becca, level 34, which is my Weeping Bell. Crispin, IN, with an IN now.
Yeah.
Level 36, Graveler. And Tony, my level 36, Quilava. And I've got Max, who I actually boxed, still level like 28. And then I've got my Jamie. So it's actually I've got a team of 6. Just one. I'm gonna sub one out now and then. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that makes sense.
we're cooking. But yeah, I think that'll do us. Very big leg coming up. Thank you for listening. We will see you in like 5 weeks, I reckon.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, once
probably.
I figure out how to take out the Elite Four.
But yeah, no. Don't forget to rate or like or wherever you're watching from.
Or swipe up or use the bell. Goodbye, sayonara, ta-ta, smell you later, all that bullshit.
Bye.